we also just feel confident that, people are going to ask and that's okay. But then we just have to do what's best for our relationship.
We obviously see so many Bachelor couples come and go. There's pressure of everyone asking, where's this? Like, can I see your ring in that photo, this or that? Does that pressure get to you? And were you always confident that you guys were going to leave the beach and obviously every relationship has whatever, but that you were going to be at this point a year later, it's celebrating the engagement still, ready to start wedding planning? Did you know you were going to get here? And does the pressure of people asking you about it bother you?
Yeah, I think we did always know we were going to get here. I think the most crucial time is right after the show. At least for us going into it, we were like, this is kind of the first test, right? We know we love each other. We see a future together, but right after the show, spending that time in the outside world, is there that compatibility? Could we live together and not want to kill each other kind of thing? So after that initial transition went so smoothly, there was really nothing but confidence in the future of our relationship. And we always knew we were going to end up getting married, really. But I don't think it ever really bothered us, people asking about it, maybe because we did have that confidence that it never felt like pressure or it was forcing us to rush anything. We also just feel confident that, people are going to ask and that's okay. But then we just have to do what's best for our relationship.
And you did move in together. You chose New York, right?
Yes.
I know there was a big debate about Chicago, Toronto, New York, or
I know that was the question for sure.
That was the question.
Yeah.
What has it been like living together? Was it a seamless transition or was it easy for you guys?
Yeah, it was really easy. I feel like we kind of already lived together, even though we didn't, because I did have things at his place in Chicago and we did spend a lot of our time there together. But it's not fully living together. I mean, the 2 closet definitely was an adjustment, and New York apartments are a little smaller than what his Chicago apartment was, but we've made it work and we love living together. I mean, yeah, we're lucky with how smooth it was. I think we're very prepared for it.
I've asked Joe so many times over the last year about the status of wedding planning, and I think he's trolling me at this point because he just says something to say it because he doesn't know the answer.
Everyone, it's not just you. At our engagement party, people were telling me that we were getting married at this month next year, and I was like, oh, that's news to me.
Yeah, he just said, and I get it, it's a lot to be asked, and he just wants to have an answer. But I'm asking you. I feel like you might be able to give me a little bit more clarity, Serena. What is the status of wedding planning? Do you have a date? Do you have a dream date? Do you have have-nots, must-haves? What's happening with this wedding?
Okay, this is a very common question from our families at this point. People want to know. So right now we are hoping for next September. Considering we haven't started planning, obviously we have to be a little flexible in terms of venues and such, what's available, but we would love to get married next September. We definitely want to get married next year. That's a pretty set thing. So whether that's, maybe August or October, but next year. And it's going to be somewhere in the US that's probably not Toronto or Chicago. We just like to make it kind of destination for everyone. And we just want it to be a fun weekend. I have to start looking at wedding planners. That's actually on my written to-do list for next week. So hopefully I'll have a wedding planner soon. If you know any, I'm open to suggestions. And then I think I'm just very overwhelmed by the planning process. Also, after we planned an engagement party for 3 months, I just wanted a month off of all of that and to focus on work and everything. But now I'm ready to full speed ahead into wedding planning. And I think a wedding planner is really going to help me just kind of focus on what I need to do, because I've obviously never planned a wedding before.
For more news, content, and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.